So I'm inside my van doing some measurements here. I'm sure this is a very unorthodox way of doing things. Got my cutout there, but this is the way I'm doing it. So I got some measurements here. This is going to be for where my kitchen area is. This is in between. There's my bed area. So I've got it all mapped out. I'm still not cutting this part yet because I don't know what I'm going to do here. If I'm going to round this off or how the seat's going to fit. One step at a time. Those workers actually came over to my van and were complimenting me on my craftsmanship. I'm going to show you my work in progress so far. I've got my Jackery down under there. I'll show you how I'm going to tweak that. See that gray board? Well, that was a mistake that I made and I ran out of board. I actually started at 12. It was a little bit low. I wanted a little bit higher. I mean, it would still fit. This is my bed area here. This board will, once I get the hinges on, this will flip up and extend my bed. The tape is because I had to redo a couple measurements, and you know, I can't be drilling a bunch of holes in this wood. So just to have it stay up, using this tape. It's working pretty well. In between here, I will either have 11 or 12 inches. So much noise here. Ugh. I have a noise pollution house. But as you can see back there, I've got a cubby. This is all going to get trimmed out. Because I have white walls, I'm going to make this part here white and this part here will be natural. So white, natural. White bottoms. I like the white and the natural, or maybe like a oak. This is oak plywood. I like that. I like that look. I'm actually going to have a forest theme. They're painting the condos over there. The reason that it's higher over there is because I had lowered this a little bit from where I had that board in the middle. So that's all going to be flush. And it's very level. So that's not a problem. This board is the floor. That's going to go in between here, down there. My tools, there's my level. That's actually an extra board. The reason that I have that seat up is to make sure that I have sufficient room in between there. And then also for when this flips up, I'll have enough room for the bracket is about 1 inch, and then this chair can also flip up. But now that board there, when I said it was the floor, it's also the in-between portion, to where there's going to be a piece of wood. I'll just show you with this here. There's going to be a piece of wood here, and this board is going to fit on the top, to where this whole thing will be a bed. It's about 47 inches. So I don't know if that's quite a double or not. But somebody will have their feet on there. So who's ever camping with me, I'll have that seat up. They'll have their feet across there. Oh, let me show you. So basically it's going to be about like that. So when somebody else is camping with me, they will have their feet on that seat. I can also lift my seat up if I want to. I think it'll be a little bit too crowded with 2 people. That's why I made this flip up. So this will extend my bed. I'm going to take down these tube lights. I think they're a little bit too thick. I may do fairy lights. I'm not sure yet. I want to have some kind of lights. I did buy some little USB lights, but I'll show you where I'm going to put all that stuff when I put my van together. So here's the back. You can see right there I've got my water bottle back there still. Down under here, so I'm thinking about putting a shelf here. I think that'll be nice. What's that extra board? Oh. Anyway, I've got a cubby back here. I'm going to keep my wires in. Changing out a little bit. This is going to be back here. This is a 2x3. And then this. And I'll have a little ledge. Saying this will be like this. So this will be the ledge that this will fit on, and then this will be like trim. So that'll be nice. So back here where I have my water container, I made a shelf, and I extended that shelf a little bit beyond where it normally would be. This will be in here a little bit more snug, and this will be all capped off. But see, I have my cord there. That was the reason why I wanted to put my Jackery right there where it was. Now, in order to give myself a little bit more room in between there for my feet, what I'm thinking of doing is making a cutout right here. I don't really need this board here. That'll give me a little bit more room to move my Jackery over, and I'll have more foot room in the middle. And the reason I temporarily have this board here is because the Jackery is not level. Actually, the floor is not level, so I have to jack the Jackery up just a little bit with this board, and that'll fit under there. Another one of my goals was to have a place for my shoes. So I'm thinking of actually making a cutout here, and maybe a little bit on here also, not on this board, but back here, putting a little bin so I can slip my shoes in there. I don't need it for stability. I can actually put an extra support down under there, so that's not a problem. Look at my measurements. This is crazy. Then what I can do is, you know, just flip this up. I probably just even stick my shoes back there. I think that'll work well. I got another potty chair, and when I'm not using it, I'm thinking about storing it under here, because I still have so much room for storage for my clothes. The kitchen gear is going to go up there. I'd like to figure out how to make another shelf. The problem is I need to sometimes be able to take that water jug out. What is on the end of that? Oh, I think I have a scrunchie on the end of that cord. But I'm going to get everything else done first before I attempt that. There's some other little things that I'd like to do, but this is the main thing, is getting a place to sleep so I can get back on the road. I tested out the mattress, sitting on it, the height. It's a little close, but I can still sit up in it, so that was one of my goals. So all in all, it's really coming together. yeah. So the next step is to take everything in, sand everything down, put some of it together on the patio, just because it'll be easier to move around on the patio than in and out of my van. I will be putting some stuff together in my van, but I'm gonna have lunch first before I take everything in. Everything is coming back out, getting all sanded, getting painted, getting stained, putting the oh, what's that stuff called that you putting the sealer on the natural wood, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm almost done. Then I get to decorate. That's gonna be fun. I have a theme in mind. I think I might have mentioned it, but I'm not sure, so I'll mention it again now. I'm gonna do a forest theme. I got a new sleeping bag that isn't quite as long as the other one, because the other one was ridiculously long. This one also has a flannel inside. Some of the colors and the print on the flannel are green, so that gave me the idea to do a forest theme. So I think I'm ahead of schedule. I'm not that I have a schedule, but I'm happy with the progress that I've made so far. It has been difficult because of the circumstances that I'm working in, you know, living in these condos, all this noise, having to move my car sometimes because of the painters. Ridiculous. But I learned a lot, and I'll be sharing more in upcoming videos.